Dark Souls 3 is one of the top 3 games in the Dark Souls trilogy and is known for its difficulty. And with From Software releasing Elden Ring soon, I decided that I wanted to beat Dark Souls again to relive the experience. Except this time, I wanted to see how many times I could beat Dark Souls 3 in 24 hours. For this playthrough, I decided that I was going to go for a sorcerer build, even though I had never played one before. In the past, whenever I had played Dark Souls, I would always go for a strength build that focused on poise and hitting as hard as possible with the two-hander. So, as I rose from the Cemetery of Ash, I knew that this playthrough was going to be a little bit different. I quickly made my way to Gundyr, full of confidence, where I promptly died. Dead. Damn! Okay. But I beat him on my second attempt at 16 minutes and 29 seconds. Easy gat. Alright, there we go. First boss. I told you I didn't need to get my souls. I moved on to Firelink, leveled up a bit, and then went right for the high wall. Upon which I ran around blasting all the undead I could see and running away from all the Lothric knights, and I played chicken with the dragon, ran down, said hi to Grey Rat, and cheesed a mimic by running up and down a staircase multiple times until I finally killed it. Yeah? Your last shot? Lined up? Destroyed. Then I made my way to Vort, where I again died the first time I fought him, but I was able to beat him the second time by camping under his taint, and I finished off the first of the Pontiff's Outrider Knights with a soul arrow straight to the ass at 1 hour and 17 minutes. Like this. What the hell? Oh, no. Get behind them. Get behind them. Gooch. Heavy soul arrow while he's in the gooch. Bow, dead. From there, I talked to the lying priestess of Lothric Castle and considered fighting the dancer right there and now, until coming to my senses and allowing myself to be abducted by the flying spaghetti people who brought me down to the undead settlement. I began my visit to the settlement by slaying some undead puppies that were playing with the locals outside of the gate, much to my chat's disdain. After dealing with the puppies, I made my way into the settlement, and that's when the gimps sprung from the rafters and swarmed me. As I strategically ran away, I tricked one into falling off a nearby cliff. I then ran past the bonfire, where a bunch of people are praising something. I then, myself, praised the soup, and was bullied by Holy Knight Hodrick until he killed me. Then I resurrected and began to dodge the massive arrows that were being fired upon me from the giant in the tower, ignored the curse-rotted Greatwood for now, and was ambushed by a mama rat and her babies in the sewers. Soul of a deserted corpse. What the fuck? Oh. It's locked. Thanks. No, what the fuck? So far, the run had been going really smoothly, and I had been making my way through the game with minimal deaths or struggles. But that was about to change. At the 2 hour and 8 minute mark, I approached the balls hanging from the Great Wood, and began my legendary battle against the living tree. After failing to defeat the tree multiple times in a 45-minute span, I decided to go back and collect the Estus and bone shards that I hadn't collected, in hopes that they might help me defeat the cursed tree. From there, I threw my frail body at the tree, watching my death counter rise, until I finally defeated it at 4 hours, 2 minutes, and 53 seconds. You know, that's what happens when big streamers play games.
Yeah.
Yo! Get fucked!
Let's go! Woo! That's what it's all for.
That's what it's all about, and the transposing kiln. That's what we actually care about. From the time I first fought against the tree to the time I beat the tree, I had died 20 times and used up almost 2 hours of my time. From there, I crossed the bridge that led to the Tower of the Giant, where I met Sigurd, and then I politely asked the giant to stop cross-map sniping me with his arrows. I then defeated the Outrider Knight protecting the door that led to the Road of Sacrifices, where I ran past the undead things that transform into flying bird demon creatures. I said hi to Henri and Horace at the halfway fortress, and then headed towards the Crystal Sage. Unfortunately, I accidentally took a detour at the swamp and had to spend a significant amount of time fighting the two knights outside of Farron Keep. But from there, I acquired the bonfire and headed in the right direction, where I met Orbeck and invited him to the Firelink Shrine. Unfortunately, when I reached the Crystal Sage, I realized this fight was going to be much harder than I thought it was. I fought the stage multiple times where I was doing well until reaching the second phase where I would get nothing done and quickly die. After dying about 6 times while making no progress, I summoned in a silly dex build called Bingus. And this homie basically just strutted up with a katana and started swinging that thing. With our power combined, the sage fell at 5 hours, 37 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Cast a spell.
Ready for this?
Let's go! Oh my gosh. That's huge. Let's go! From there, I took a watermelon break, grabbed the Estus shard and ring on top of Firelink using the tree jump, and headed to Farron Keep at about the 6-hour mark. In the swamps, I managed to get poisoned 57 times, fight a demon that was chilling on a bridge, grab an Estus and bone shard, and gave some of the nastiest head in my life. At the 6-hour and 42-minute mark, I headed through the large doors towards the Abyss Watchers. And, as I began my fight against the Abyss Watchers, one of my friends, who is well known for their Dark Souls lore, tips, and tricks, joined me and told me the mysterious story of the Abyss Watchers.
So, quick question, Rob. This is actually really important for the naked strategy. Are you a man or a woman?
I am a man.
That's actually great, because a little known piece of lore, the Abyss Watchers are actually all gay.
Yo, that's huge. That's literally huge for me.
Yeah, I know. So you definitely need to try the naked strat next time. So, now, they're having a bit of a spat right now.
Indeed.
Which is...
huge, you know? That's great.
Yeah. Well, for you, yeah. For them, it's a little sad, you know? Their relationship was a lot better before, but then, like, they got...
I got an
by that
Estus off, too.
abyss,
This is huge.
And then they got really mad at each other. And so I think you have enough time for about one spell, unless it's gonna roll, and then you shouldn't cast a spell.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
I think you hit the friend, and now he's mad at you, which
That's
is why
okay.
his eyes are red. Oh, no, see, actually, they all made up, and now they're all friends again, and lovers.
Damn,
which is why
shawty.
they're hitting you.
Not the
instead of-
friends
never
and
mind.
lovers.
Oh, never mind. They remembered what, yeah, they remembered, one of them cheated on him with Jonathan.
They're having a spat.
That you just not, yeah, they're having a bit of a spat.
Yeah. Yikes. Don't like to see that.
Yeah. See, that's what happened to all the other Abyss Watchers. Yeah, the spat's a bit serious, but they're all about to make up right here.
Yeah.
When they all form into one Abyss Watcher, and they all meet in holy union.
True.
This is actually an allegory for a massive Abyss Watcher orgy.
Yay! I did it.
That was
and
huge.
You're here to put a stop to all that because you're really a bad person.
I mean,
I think that's the entire lore of Dark Souls, actually.
Yeah.
You're actually just a bad person. I died a couple of times against the Watchers, but I got the hang of it pretty quickly, and was able to defeat the homoerotic Abyss Watchers at 7 hours and 14 minutes exactly. What? What the fuck was the roll for? It feels like a taunt. Ooh, he caught me. Dash?
So, if you see that dust cloud, that was actually
Dead.
The Abyss Watchers doing a smoke screen to try and distract you from what their next attack is. But
whoa, you got him!
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, the soul of the blood of the wolf.
Let's
I don't know.
From there, I moved on to the Cathedral of the Deep, where I spent a lot of time. Not only did I spend a lot of time navigating through the various halls and rooms in the cathedral, but it took me an hour to even get into the cathedral. I also found myself doing various side quests, such as meeting Rosaria and acquiring various items from Farron Swamp. And this had to be the worst part of the run for me. I was absolutely trudging through the cathedral, making very little progress every time I died. And when I got to the deacons, it was even worse. So in total, I spent about an hour doing side questy stuff, 2 hours navigating the cathedral where I died so many times, and I spent another 2 hours solely fighting Deacons of the Deep. I was having an incredibly hard time doing enough damage to the Deacons before I ran out of Estus, and I couldn't do much to fix it, so I just kept throwing myself at the boss fight. And in the end, after trying a couple of different strategies, I beat the deacons at 12 hours and 37 minutes. AoE, baby! No, fuck off with that shit. No, not time, not the time, not the time, not the... Oh, that almost ended me right there. Big sword? Ugh, he healed, he fucking healed. Sag. Heal from that, bitch. Ugh. Anywho, after that fight, I realized my goal of beating the game 3 times in 24 hours was not going to happen. After playing the game this long in one sitting, I was getting so much worse at it and I was growing tired. At this point, it was 4 in the morning for me and I was getting hit hard, so I changed my goal. I would beat the game once in 24 hours. So, at this point, after beating the deacons, I went and reallocated my points so that I could use the cleric's candlestick, and then I took a food break. I deserved it. After my break, I resumed playing at 13 hours and 29 minutes and delved into the Catacombs of Carthus, where I realized I was severely underleveled in health. It would often take only 2 consecutive hits from an enemy to kill me, so I found it frustrating to make it through the catacombs. And after struggling for an hour, I decided that I should just run past everything to Wolnir. I would be breaking the bridge anyway, so they wouldn't be able to get me. Thankfully, this proved effective, as I was able to get to Wolnir without much trouble, and it only took me 3 attempts. I was able to beat him at 14 hours and 47 minutes, and I was beginning to hit my second wind. I feel like moving forward currently. Oh, he's getting his sword out. Perfect. Die! Die, Wolnir! Oh no. No, not the mist! Alright. Your bracelet's going down, buddy. Ah! To the abyss! Go away! Nice. After all that struggling I went through in the catacombs, I decided to take the souls that I had gotten from Wolnir and I put them all into Vigor, giving me a significantly larger amount of health. From there, I grabbed the bonfire outside of Irithyll and headed down to the smoldering lake, where I looted everything on the lake bed and made sure to grab the Chaos Gem. From there, I went and bullied the old Demon King by hitting him with the long-range soul arrows, and he was dead at 15 hours and 38 minutes. Oh my god! Those are fireballs! Those are literal meteors! You know what? Fair enough, man. Oh. Oh no. Why was... that was so easy. Dang. After that, I got a massive power boost by turning in the Demon King's soul for Chaos Bed Vestiges, making the next third of the game go by way faster. I then killed the giant worm to get the bone shard that it dropped by baiting it into the giant crossbow bolts that had been annoying me the whole time I was on the lake bed. From there, I went down into the demon ruins to collect an extra Estus flask and bone shard to bolster my defenses before heading into Irithyll. And, with my boosted health, powerful Estus flask, and swagtastic pyromancy, I was able to efficiently dissect all of the Pontiff's lackeys. I arrived in Irithyll at 16 hours and 28 minutes, and had already reached the Church of Yorshka just 10 minutes later. I then rolled my way through the swamp below the bridge, and used multiple nuclear warheads on the bone spider bastards, then made my way to the Pontiff's elevator, where I was stun-locked by those dogs multiple times. I hate the stupid dogs in this game. It's ridiculous. I hate them. Then, I made it to the gate and opened it, rested at the bonfire, and went to fight Pontiff, who I killed after 3 attempts at 17 hours and 43 minutes. Okay. Fireball. Back to back. He's going Dark Soul mode. That was not a good idea on my part. What does that do? Oh, I see. Ooh. Try to get an attack in. Die. Executed, baby. Let's go! Huh. Pyromancer. Now it was time to delve into the dungeons of Irithyll so that I may make my way to the profane capital to defeat Yorm. Within the dungeons, I viciously blasted every jailer I saw with my ultra super fireball, making my way to the lowest levels of the dungeon to free Carla. But when I had almost made it to Carla, I heard a voice call to me. A friend that helped me when I needed it the most, an ally and a champion, whispered upon the wind. Bingus, who helped me defeat the Crystal Sage, needed my help. So, at 18 hours and 34 minutes, I left my world behind and became the champion of Bingus in a fight against an old enemy. Once again, we united and with our strength combined, easily defeated the old Demon King who fell before us. I was sent back to my world, and Bingus went on to become a famous hairless cat. Upon returning to the dungeons, I went down to free Carla, and from there, I killed Big Hat Logan, taking his big hat. After that, I headed to the profane capital to beat up a really big guy. There, I battled Yorm, whose only goal was to prove himself to those who doubted him, and in pursuit of that goal, he ultimately failed and died because I killed him. Yorm the Giant died with the use of Storm Ruler at 19 hours and 23 minutes. Can't do much but feel bad for the homie. He ain't deserve it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough, man. Damn, he did not appreciate me hitting him with Storm Ruler. I understand that. Yorm, I understand that. Yorm might be the easiest boss fight in the game. I think it's fitting because it's just sad. Poor guy. The next Lord of Cinder I needed to fireball was Aldrich, Devourer of Femboys, so I popped over to Anor Londo to kill him. I scaled the towers of the mighty roofs of the former city of the gods, reaching the peak and opening the door to the cursed saint. The giant worm was easily flammable, so he died on my first attempt at 20 hours and 6 minutes. Wow, I'm just slinging dick.
I will say one thing about the Pontiff is he doesn't do like all that much damage in a single hit.
No. It's if you get stuck in the fucking... the poop.
I need to learn the opening parry, because I know that you can, like, if the first attack he makes is the same, and it's supposed to be really good.
Aldrich, Devourer of these nuts.
Sheesh. That was crazy, though.
Fuck. I hate this one.
Yeah, that was
Alright, you're dead now. One more hit, and I win.
Nice. Well done.
Alrighty. I was then unexpectedly summoned to the high wall by the High Priestess and was attacked by the Dancer, who was a little bit harder but still died all the same, at 20 hours and 27 minutes.
Nope. Okay.
I'm like Mike Tyson. I'll bite your ear. I'm ruthless. A grazing blow. I always mistime that. Damn, Shouty. Okay. 2 glancing blows. That's really bad. And I always mistime it. I say it every time because I always mistime it. Now do your stupid spinny thing and mistimed again. It's okay. I stayed on the ground on purpose. Here comes the spin. Don't die. Don't die. Don't die. Oh. Full heal. Huge. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. We live. Die. Okay. She's reeling. She's in pain. I need mana. I think dodging into it's the best move. I'm right. Uh-oh. Please? No. Not again. Not again! Not again!
Oh, I'm quite.
Oh, let's go. Dancer's down. Woo! Alright. My confidence began to rise as I knew that there was only 3 bosses left until I had completed the challenge. The Dragon Slayer armor, the Twin Princes, and the Soul of Cinder. So, with 3 hours and 30 minutes left, I headed into Lothric Castle. Unfortunately, as I continued through the castle, I could feel my energy waning. The time was really getting to me. It was 12 p.m. the day after I started the challenge, and my willpower was fading. I knew I needed to hurry, so I sprinted past enemies as they shot bolts and threw explosives at me, aiming to get to the Dragon Slayer armor. I found the first few attempts of the boss to be a struggle, but eventually I got the timing of the rolls down, and pretty quickly I was able to defeat the armor at 21 hours and 16 minutes. Incoming fucking laser. Aw, damn. If that laser hits me, I die. Okay, come on, buddy. Okay. Okay, that's bad. Did that just happen? Yes! Easy. I just went Super Saiyan. With the armor defeated, I knew that Prince Lothric was the only Lord of Cinder left to defeat. So, I scaled the piles of literature in the Grand Archives, and at the top found the Black Hand Trio standing in my way. So, at 21 hours and 45 minutes, I defeated the trio and made my way up the grand staircase of Lothric Castle to face the princes. The princes really proved to be a struggle. I was exhausted at this point and had been awake for 26 hours. My reactions were really slow, and I couldn't get the timing of Lorien's swings. So after attempting to beat the princes for 50 minutes, I knew I was going to need help if I was going to beat the game in time. So I summoned a Dark Moon Knight named Ventral to aid me, and with his help, the princes were defeated at 22 hours and 50 minutes. Alright, here we go. Okay, cool.
I just ran up
I'm skipping.
And slapped him. Alright.
Alright, who's this targeting? You! Just run! Run, sweet prince!
Oh, frig. Can't hit me through a pillar, boy.
You'd be surprised. It's happened multiple times.
Yeah, yeet.
Big damage.
Yeah, yeet.
Huge damage.
Yeah, yeet.
Watch out, he explodes.
I know.
You were just tanking it anyway.
Yeah, I have like some of the heaviest armor in the game on. Like.
You're right.
No! You moved! How dare he?
That's okay, I'm swift with it. Well, that made it easy. I now had 1 hour and 10 minutes to defeat the Soul of Cinder, and at 23 hours and 1 minute, I made it to the Kiln of the First Flame and approached him. I fought him for 20 minutes completely unsuccessfully and was getting desperate. I had 40 minutes left, but I hadn't even gotten him to his second phase. So I tried to get some new spells, but realized I was not intelligent enough for him. I tried to get more souls, I sold everything in my inventory, I went up and tried to farm enemies, but with 23 minutes left, I realized I wouldn't be able to get them in time. So, I called upon the same guy that helped me beat the princes to help me against the Soul of Cinder. As we fought the Soul of Cinder, the clock continued to wind down. I don't know what he is doing with that, but he's doing it alright. Haha, rolled right into that one, buddy. That looks so puny. It's kind of funny.
It's actually very puny.
How much damage did it do?
Not enough. Whoa.
Gotcha.
Hey, stop tech. You know what? I'm gonna steal your health this time.
Here we go. Sick backflip, bro. Now eat this.
Yeah,
Wow. Huge whiffs incoming. Over and over again. Don't die, tank. Don't die. I regret my actions. Oh yeah, I forget. He literally goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah, over here.
Oh.
Mostly because I have it in my repertoire. Yeah, good, that's it.
Whoa! That's super cool. I want that. If I get hit, I die.
Don't worry, I'm taking.
I'm topping myself back up to full.
Alright, Rob, it's up to you.
No, did you die?
Yeah, you got me.
Oh, hell nah.
MF is using Sunlight Spear.
Please. Get him. Last shot. Got him.
Nice.
23, 42, 36. And after nearly 24 hours of playing Dark Souls, I was able to beat the game by defeating the Lord of Cinder at 23 hours, 24 minutes, and 48 seconds, with the help of a few friends along the way. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like and subscribe, because if this video does well, I'll probably make another challenge where I play a game for 24 hours straight. Anywho, thanks for watching. Goodbye.